Happy October! What's going on? I wonder if my best friend's up. She's a Capricorn and she may or may not be watching this video, but T, if you're here, love you! Okay, so first of all, there's a lot going on. I feel like every time I've been here to do a video this entire year, I start with like, how are you guys? Are you guys doing all right? Because there's so much energy right now in the sky and just within the planetary energies that it feels like this year went by super fast. I mean, we still have a few months, but like the way time is moving, I swear I don't know where August or September went. They both lasted 2 weeks. August and September both had 2 weeks each, and I swear it's been October forever, but it's only like October 1st or 2nd. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Time is in the sort of wormhole warp type of energy right now. But anyway, we're here, so let's go ahead and do our reading to see what's going on with the Capricorns for this October. So as always, we're going to use the Angel Tarot by Doreen Virtue to kick the reading off, to go ahead and get those general energies popping for the month, see what you guys are dealing with. And then we're going to move into our romance sector with Doreen Virtue's Angel Romance deck. As always, it's cuffing season. No, Apple ID, you trying to get me to do something? Okay, like I was saying, it's cuffing season. We need to know what's going on with this love life, honey. We have to find out. It's getting cold outside. We need to know what moves we need to make before it gets really cold, before winter hits. And then, as opposed to using the typical deck, we usually use Sonia Coquette's Trust Your Vibes deck. But I brought this Life Purpose deck by Doreen Virtue, and basically it's pretty similar. Like, it has certain calls to action, but it also has like occupations in here, like environmentalists, children, justice, options, let go, those types of things. So we can use it for that same sort of general purpose. As always, this is a general reading, so please, if you'd like a more personal, accurate reading of your energy signature, you need to purchase a reading from me. You can always email me at nellforhighvibe@gmail.com, and we can talk about, you know, what type of reading you're looking for, what the price point is, get you scheduled, and we can get that reading right out to you. So Capricorn, without further ado, let's go ahead and start pulling your cards. I'm very curious to know what's going on with you guys. I have a Capricorn stellium, and so I've always felt very connected to you all's energy. So I'm curious. Spirit, please let me know what Capricorn has to look forward to this month, October 2018. What's going on with Capricorn this month, Spirit? What energies are they dealing with? What do they need to look out for? So you guys have the Knight of Fire right in the center of your reading, and I feel from the Capricorns that I've been speaking to, I feel that. I feel like you guys are ready to take on something new, take on the world in a brand new way. Hold on, y'all know I stay dropping these cards. Y'all know I stay dropping. And one of them's all the way like lodged under my desk. Give me 1 second, please. All right, here we are. So yeah, the Knight of Fire sort of signifies like that adolescent or like young adult energy where you know that it's time for you to, excuse me, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. It's time for you to go for it. Go for it. Whatever it is in your life, it's time for you to at least begin to embark upon your life's journey. You don't necessarily feel like you have a lot of time to accomplish whatever this thing is. Like, you might feel like I said, Capricorn rules over Chronos, which is the timekeeper. And so Capricorns tend to live very long, drawn out lives, but also you have this very, very acute awareness about time and how time moves and the value of time, what time means. You always feel like you have to accomplish a certain amount within a certain time span. Like, Capricorns are the people that you'll hear have their entire lives planned out from like 15 years old. Y'all take that career planning shit hella serious. Like, I remember when we were younger, best friend, I'm about to put you on blast, okay? Love you, but I'm gonna use you as an example, as I oftentimes do. So, when we were younger, she just knew she wanted to be a doctor. And she's like, by this age, I'm gonna be enrolled in college, and then by this age, I'm gonna have my 4-year degree done, and from there, I'm gonna go here, and you know, after that, I'm going to do my residency. At that time, I'll be about this age, this many years old. And from there, I want to start my own practice. From there, I like to be at this for 20 years, and then I'll begin my retirement. And by that time, I should have this much money saved, like very time conscious, time aware. You guys created time almost. Time is really not an actual force or element, but because we live in more of a cyclical universe, but at the same time, like, we live in a dualistic universe where even though things don't exist, they still do exist, if that makes any sense. Like, you can never be on any extreme within this consciousness awareness, like where time, just as much as time doesn't matter, time absolutely matters. So you have to take that into account and just realize as you go through life, at what point do you need to factor time in, and at what point do you need to not worry about it? Because some people will say, you know, I've always wanted to be an actor, but people say I'm too old. Like, no, you shouldn't listen to those people. But at some point, you might be too old. You know what I'm saying? Like, at some point, you might have to take that into account. Like, you might have to go get a regular job. It's just about staying present in the moment and realizing how to act accordingly within the movements of life, right? And everybody's story is not the same. Life is what you make it. And that's another thing. Like, life is or isn't, whatever you say. Whether you say it's great or it's bad, you're right. It's one of those types of things. That's the type of universe we live in. And you guys have a lot of cards here. Hold on, what's going on? Because I didn't even look at these cards. I feel like you might feel some sort of resistance within you and just moving forward within your passion, you know, and within your adventurous nature. Like, Capricorns get this rap for being so super, you know, put together and astute, and like, oh, you know, they are the type of people that don't go too far outside of, you know, rules and regulations. Capricorn rules, regulations. Yeah, but where they work hard, they play even harder. They work hard so that they can play hard. You guys are very passionate beings. I'd say, I feel like you only let the people see your passionate side that you want to see your passionate side. That's the thing about you that most people don't factor in. They think that you're just like this cardboard box of a person. But no, you let people know what you want them to know about you. And at your very core, you have a lot of great ideas, and you are very, very adventurous, really. You want to see how high you can take this life. You really do. And so let's go ahead and keep it here because I don't want to keep shuffling forever. Let's talk about this Knight of Fire a little bit more. So this card says, a sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. So yeah, the Knight is all about, like I said, that young adult energy where you're feeling super, super passionate about things. And being that he's not only a Knight, but he is a Knight of Fire. Fire energy is the, like, balls, gusto, charisma, gumption, spunk, you know what I'm saying, spontaneity. And so you do have this essence within you. I think that you feel like the clock is ticking on you. That's why it says time is of the essence. Think things through carefully, because you don't want to just go off on a tangent because you're feeling like, oh, it's now or never. You do have the Emperor energy and the Queen of Fire. So this makes me feel like you are being asked to be your naturally organized and, like, sensical and practical self. But at the same time, you're asked to be that way about your own ideas. And it says, like, the Queen of Fire is confident, warm, intelligent, graceful. Stretch your wings and fly. So it's about actually realizing what you want. Like, look at this card. Look how beautiful she is. I wonder if you guys can see. Look how beautiful she is. She's standing there like not a motherfucking thing can stand in her way. And she don't care what you think or how you feel about anything. She is going to do what she's going to do. That look in her eyes is a look of determination. That's a look of a woman who, she understands exactly what her capabilities are and exactly how to stray. It says, don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. And then on the other end of this, you have the Emperor. And as you can see, he has that same sort of look of determination. I don't know if it's focusing in on his face or mine right now, but this card says organization and logic, structure and discipline, leadership. So this card is about getting your shit together, getting your ducks in a row so that you can hone in on your own. So within the organization and logic, you have to have something to organize. In this case, you need to organize the ideas behind something that you're very passionate about. Whatever it is that you think is your greatest idea, the thing that you, sorry y'all, the thing that you're always thinking about, that thing. Hey viewer, say hello. I love when people come in and speak to me. It's late at night. I don't want to feel alone. But yeah, so yeah, so this is about, right? The queen is telling you, you have this idea. The emperor is telling you, it's time for you to make it real. It's time for you to organize this idea. You have everything that you need to be able to actually come in and structure this idea, which you love. You don't do anything unless it provides you with a certain amount of structure. Anything that is void of structure, Capricorn will leave it high and dry because you do not like chaos. You guys tend to do, hey Alexa, what's up girl? So you guys tend to be called into situations to organize things. Capricorns as managers. Hey Gerard, what's going on? I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. But yeah, you're being asked to take this internal knowing, because it's a queen, right? It's a queen of fire. So queens are all about things that lie inside of us. Kings are about external things and how we showcase those knowings or those feelings and emotions. Jacoby, hey man. So yeah, with this, you're being asked to take your idea and actually ground it, which is something that you're extremely good at. It's something that you just have a natural knack for because you are an earth sign. And not only are you an earth sign, but you're a cardinal earth sign. And so I was going to say, like, my best friend has taken jobs in HR and as a manager in certain places because she has that sort of energy where she can come in and sort of almost like Virgo, untangle a mess, especially when it comes to people, because Capricorns are not people. Like, they love to have boundaries around themselves, because if you guys weren't here at the beginning of the video, I mentioned that you guys like to tell people what you want them to know. You never want a person to have any, and so in that way you make very good managers. Because I mean, how many of us have had a manager that came in and just overshared? A hard weekend, makes you look at your manager less than, like, why are you telling me that much? I don't need to in your free time. You're my fucking boss. Like, shut up and just run this. Capricorn naturally this energy, and I have a lot of Capricorn in my own chart, and so I know that firsthand. But like, if you get to know a Capricorn behind closed doors and they tell you their real ideas and their real thoughts, they're very ingenious. They have a lot of good ideas, and it's hard for them sometimes to implement them if they're not 100% realistic, because Capricorn does not want to be embarrassed. Capricorn doesn't want to put their effort behind something and then be embarrassed that it doesn't work out or it falls apart, because reputation means everything to them. Like, they guard their reputation at all costs. So a lot of times they'll find something that they're good at and become comfortable in that. At the beginning of this video, I also talked about how my best friend, she wanted to be a doctor, and she planned out her whole entire life at the teen, and she knew when she was going to do her residency, what age she was going to have her practice at, and all this stuff. And you guys do that because you find comfort in structure. You love organizing things. And so what you're going through now is not asking you to get too far outside of that comfort zone. The thing that's going to be uncomfortable for you is actually dealing in that creative arena where you're not able to necessarily gauge each variable that's going to, be involved with everything. The Queen of Fire is fearless, though. So you need to go through with this pursuit in a very fearless way. And I feel like you have a certain air of naivety about you that may feel uncomfortable, but it's refreshing. You're in that phase where you're doing something new, and it feels, if you have the confidence behind it, like if you organize it, like I said, that will be able to give you that basis of confidence to be able to just flourish. Like this card says, spread your wings and fly. This card was at the heart of your reading. It's the Knight of Fire. So this is about you actually having the courage, knowing that you don't have all the answers. And it's okay not to have all the answers, because you've got everything that you can have together, honey. Okay? And anybody that ever achieved anything didn't have all the answers to begin with. That's okay. But that's what nobody tells you. Everybody makes it look like, oh, yes, I got from point A all the way to point Z, and it was seamless, and I was graceful as I was doing it, and I had zero issues. I didn't have any altercations with anyone, and everyone was just as loving along my path and along my journey. Because people were coming from the Pisces age, which is about smoke and mirrors and about making things look easier than they are, because it's not about the muck and mire and the realness of it. But during the Aquarius age, Aquarius, honey, Aquarius wants you to know, wants you to have the knowledge. It wants you to be informed. So now as we're emerging into this Aquarius age, we're able to tune into technology and see, people are making their own documentaries and autobiographies and vlogging and taking you along, and you're able to see it's not all peaches and roses and motherfucking raspberries. The evolution, the process of growth, the process of emergence, right? And becoming oneself can be very, very scary. It can be scary as shit. Like, and even though you might not have all the answers, if you have that internal knowing that, hey, this is something that I'm meant to do, this is something that I just feel the force behind it, then, like I said, allow yourself to feel that force. But you're going to find comfort in balancing it out with actually being practical and organized and logical and structured and disciplined. So you need to practice. You need to research. You need to do your due diligence. You need to not believe the first thing that you see. You need to actually do test studies. So if you say you want to get into online business, you got to test a couple products first before you can just go out and say, oh, yes, I have this store. Because if you can set up a whole damn online store and I don't know what the hell you're doing, but your store is beautiful, honey. Your store might be set up perfect, but if you don't know how to drive traffic to that mug, if you don't know how to market your products, if you don't understand how to advertise your products and how many advertising dollars need to go into testing, you think you're just going to put up a store and just automatically start selling shit? No. And I'm sorry, because Capricorn loves to be good at things. But in order to be good at things, you have to be willing to fail and willing to fall on your fucking face. And it's okay, because it is what the fuck it is, yo. Like, and you stay organized. I was just telling, I think Virgo, your sister earth sign, to not be afraid to fail, because at that point, you never have to make that same mistake again. And that's how you find the silver lining in any situation. I also keep telling you to keep your head up and like stay focused and stay organized, stay goal oriented, because you have the 5 of fire. So thank you, Jacoby. So I'm so happy I could be of service. Like, I just be wanting y'all to get something out of these readings, I swear. So you also have the 5 of fire. So beware of jealous people. A lot of people are going to be aiming for the same sort of things that you're aiming for. They're going to be coming from the same sort of places that you're coming from. They might be people that look just like you, have the same capabilities as you. And it's almost like it could be you, it could be them, it could be both of you who just feel uncomfortable with the other person's presence. It's like you guys are fighting against each other like crabs in a barrel. And fuck that energy. Like, you don't have to, indulge in that. It says competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. Run from the conflict. Don't run from the conflict, but like, be confident in yourself. And if another person has a problem with what you're choosing to do and how you're choosing to express yourself, that's just a cue from the universe that's someone you don't need to fellowship with. That's someone you don't need to share your dreams with. Your gift is not for them. And that's okay. And a lot of times people don't even realize that they be hating. It's just something that happens because, I don't fucking know. Like I said, bothersome details. People are fucking insecure. That's all I'm getting from this sign. I mean, from this card. People are fucking insecure and they're going to want to compete against you. And that's not the reason that you're doing this. Like, Capricorn could give a fuck what other people are doing at any given moment. If anything, they might look at another person as an example to see what to do or what not to do. Excuse me. Whew. But you only get competitive if another person is like trying to shit on you. But even then, I don't want you to pay it any mind, because you know what? You have such a fire behind you and such balance within your passion and your ability to be grounded and realistic. Don't let that other person knock you off your square, because you got all the right ingredients. And you also have the world. So I feel like whatever's going on, it's something that you may have been thinking of for a long while, and you may have been like subconsciously growing into this person that you're getting ready to become. And so once you fully master this whole process and you master the ideology behind who you are and how you are and what that looks like, what does this person's days look like? It's like you have to start putting your feet behind the idea of just being the person that you want to become. You're not waiting for it any longer. It's actually happening for you. You're going to emerge into the world, and it's going to be able to take you to different places in the world that maybe like outside of your hometown, maybe you just never conceived. You never understood what that would look like until this moment. Like, you always dreamed about it, but like at this point, things are going to start getting real. It says a job well done, joy, contentment, and gratitude. The path toward enlightenment. So yeah, you're going to be exposed to some brand new shit. Good, bad, ugly, and indifferent. The reading is giving you all types of life. Yeah. Honey, yes. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. If you, I also offer those Nell for High Vibe at gmail.com about like all the different. Keep in mind, reading resonating with you, lovely, and we can be stamp for, you know, just your personal self. And make sure to like this video, because the next round of videos that I do, I'm gonna do the first video based on who has the most likes. So there's that. But like I was saying, the path toward enlightenment. So yeah, it's not gonna be all pretty, it's not gonna be all roses and everything, but at the same time, Capricorn has to watch out for like becoming too stagnant, because you guys' opposite energy is Cancer, and Cancer energy is very homey, it's very like hoarding and burrowing energy, where you can tend to stay in your own little safe space. But being that you are a cardinal sign, you need to get out here and see the world. It might not be what you thought it was. I'm not saying that everything you see is going to be pleasant to your mind's eye. But what I'm saying is you need to tear down the structures that you may have built around yourself in order to allow yourself to experience more of the world. And then you also have the 5 of air. So I don't want you guys to like get too caught up in plans not necessarily going how you wanted them to go. This is about, like, again, that same 5, the same combative energy almost, but in this way, it says an unwise choice. Learn what you can from the situation. Review everyone's motives. So you're definitely running into some people or some entities. It might be your own energetic blockages that are causing doubt within you, that are causing you to, like, not have hope in the world, to not have faith in what's going on and what you're doing. And I want you guys not to like, get into that. Seasonal depression is fucking real. If you need to take a moment from, like, you could be the most goal-oriented person ever. Personal day, take a personal day. You have to get one of these. Could give you so much. Absolutely. Like, I do these readings for myself all the time. All the time. If I have a major life decision to make, I always consult with the cards, because the cards use the process of law of attraction to sort of match your vibration and give you a medium to sort of play off of, so that you can see what's really going on inside of yourself. But also, like, I always encourage you guys to do things like free writes. If you go to sleep with a notebook next to your bed and wake up, and as soon as you wake up, write down what you can remember from your dreams. A lot of times our subconscious minds speak to us and tell us what we need to know to move forward, because we're here on this plane in order to evolve. Right? So this is just one medium, but you don't necessarily have to get a tarot reading. You can do a free write. You can meditate. There's all types of ways to connect to that higher source, that higher knowing. But clearly tarot is one of my favorite ways to do so. So like I was saying, watch out for the snakes. It might be some people in your backyard that's like set tripping on what's going on, and it's telling you to review everyone around you in your best interest. It's an air card, might be trying to infiltrate mental processes, your mental system, that they might be, whether purposefully or not purposefully, they're trying to, like I said, infiltrate your systems and inspire doubt, or make you feel like they might be trying to take something from you. A person could even be trying to take your intellectual property from you in a way that is very sneaky and conniving. And you want to make sure you got all your, that's why you got the Emperor. You need to make sure you got all your shit together. So if you're going on a new business endeavor, say you're trying to patent something, you need to make sure that you get everything trademarked and copywritten before you start taking it to investors and stuff like that. Because you might run it past an investor that you think is like the best person ever, an angel investor. He got money. But then like a month later, you see him, totally moving forward with your idea. And because he has more money than you, he dares you to take him to court. And it's like, well, fuck you. How dare you take my idea and make money off of it? And like, that was my intellectual property. Yeah, music is another one. You know, I'm a musician, so I know, like, you have to definitely, as a musician, keep your music, keep your masters, keep all your shit. When you register your stuff, make sure you're registering with the proper percentages and everybody has their proper, you know, proper shit registered and everything like that. Because if not, a lot of people missed out on a lot of money, and a lot of money goes misallocated because if you don't know what you're doing and you allow another person to do all your business, it's very easy to fuck up their song or their money from the song. So yeah, absolutely, keep your shit together, keep your shit tight, because you have a certain fire behind what you're doing and you know exactly what you want. But it's like I said, there's people that see that and they don't necessarily like that. They see the potential that you have and they are scared shitless. They're jealous, and they don't want to necessarily see you win. I'm not gonna even lie. They want to keep you. They want to keep you trapped. They want to keep you mentally bamboozled. Excuse me. Okay, let's see what's going on with you guys' love. It is cuffing season, honey. What's going on? It's October. Everybody want to know what's going on with Bae. Okay, hold on. Excuse me. Okay, you guys have romantic feelings. Getting to know each other. And make the effort. You got somebody in your life, honey. Okay, look, let me stop. So, like I said, this is a general reading, okay? But this is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars. So if you have any planets that are, any of those planets that are in Capricorn, this is for you. You cancel cuffing season? Oh, sis. I feel you, though, because cuffing season, it's a pressure, honey. That pressure be on you. But you know what's funny? When you stop looking, that's usually when you find something. That's usually when you find exactly what you need or exactly what you never knew you wanted. So it says romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So I mean, even your feelings, Alexa, like if you're feeling like fuck all this shit, like I'm getting ready to just focus on me. I was just telling, I don't know, one of the other signs, child, you become the most attractive when you're doing shit like your general reading, when you're focused on yourself, when you're focused on getting your business together, when you have that energy of the emperor. People like somebody who's responsible, especially with Capricorn, because that's just you, you know, and an irresponsible Capricorn just isn't attractive because that's not you being in your highest alignment. You know, so when you're at work, when you got your head buried underneath the books and you're studying and you're researching and you're practicing and you're hard at work, that passionate energy just, it just seeps out of your pores and it makes you the most sexy being. It makes you your most sexiest, you know? And then also this Queen of Fire, when you have this sort of energy where you're just determined, like, ain't nobody gonna stop this show. You gonna be fucked up. That makes you attractive. People love a go-getter. People love somebody that's on their shit. How many times do we hear people talking about people, she don't know what the hell she doing. Oh, she fugazi, this is not. Like, if you actually have your stuff together, it makes you more attractive. I don't have another way to say it. And then people are going to be drawn to you. People are going to want to know more about you. And through that, I feel like you should absolutely consider, you know, the process of dating. Like, you don't necessarily have to be cuffed up. You ain't got to be in a whole ass relationship, but just get to know some people. Like, don't get so caught up in your work that you're not allowing yourself the pleasure, the simple pleasure of just human interaction, of human conversation. I mean, or sex. It's your prerogative, honey. Just keep it safe. That's all I say. But it says, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And this could also be friends and everything like that. Like, it doesn't necessarily another actual romantic partner. It could be somebody that you're just interested in and attracted to, genuinely, you know, genuinely attracted to their person. And then you have make the effort. So again, doesn't necessarily have to be romantic partners. It could include romantic interests, but make the effort to just find the love. It could be the, like, loving on your family, loving on your friends, excuse me, loving on your spouse, your partner. It says great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And so everything doesn't have to happen all at once. I do feel as though this time in your life is going to be very magical for you. And romantic feelings doesn't always mean like how you see these two people kissing. Like, romance is also just your ideologies, there's the word, ideologies about life, you know. And so in relation to other people, and this is Libra season, Libra is all about establishing one-on-one connections with other people. I really truly believe that that's why we associate October and the change into autumn with cuffing season, because that's literally when Libra happens. And Libra is the place in the zodiac where Aries meets their match. Right? Because the opposite of Libra is Aries. Aries is the child of the zodiac, the one. He's worried about himself. But Libra comes around to show him himself. He shows Aries himself by being the reflective other side of that spectrum. They're 180 degrees from each other in the 360 wheel. And so now that we're here, all of us on this plane are sort of a little bit more focused on the psychology of others. We're more focused on who actually cares about us and wants to get to know us, and like, who do we feel the most comfortable around? Who do we feel the most understood, you know, around, like in their presence? Where are those people where we just walk into a room, we could just give them a look and they just know everything going on with you, or they're interested in sitting down with us through feelings and emotions? You know, and I think Capricorn, having those relationships with people is very important to you, because as stated in this video, you guys are not necessarily the most open people. You guys like who you like. You relate to who you choose to relate to. You know, and you're not necessarily an open book for everyone, but it's important. And that's why it's so much more important for you guys to have trusted people in your circle, because you need people to talk to and to like feel free around. Most people come around and you sort of, you feel like you have to be a certain way and act a certain way. And then when they leave and it's just you and your friends, you like, bitch, because listen, let me tell you what Larry said the other day, and you can actually be you. So let's go ahead and get some call to action cards and see what Spirit would have you do in order to continue to move along your path of, you know, your highest vibration, your highest vibrational self. Spirit, what messages can we give to Capricorn this month that will help keep them in the highest vibration? Talk to your angels. Consult with your angels. If you don't necessarily believe in angels, consult with God. Consult with your higher self. Speak to yourself. Meditate with just you. But it says, instead of worrying, ooh, Capricorn, they calling your tea. Instead of worrying, ask for divine guidance. So I'm going to say that worry is probably going to come from these cards right here. The combative card and somebody trying to be a little shithead to you. They might cause you to worry, and you might be feeling bound up like, what the hell is going on? Why? How come every time I get started with something, somebody come along to just try to rain on my parade? But what you're going to do is you're going to consult. You're going to ask for divine guidance, because at the end of the day, anything that happens needs to happen. You're being calloused so that when you do emerge into the world, you're able to sustain yourself and survive. It's like going through basic training in the army, right? It's fucked up. Anybody that's been through basic training will tell you that shit is hard, you know, but they put you through such tough trials and tribulations so that if you do end up getting deployed, or you do end up going to war and you have to actually be on the front lines, you are toughened and you're able to stand up against whatever forces may come against you. It's that type of energy. And then you have strength. I can't make this stuff up, y'all. I swear. It says, everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. I can't make this stuff up. So I think that goes without, like, it literally just relates to everything I just said. And then you guys have crystals. It says your connection to crystals and gemstones is a channel for healing energy. So yeah, you may be deficient in some area. I don't know how well versed you guys are within the chakra system and how your body works and how crystals can help with healing energy. But just like people are like energetic conduits of energy, crystals are as well. They just are not living, breathing beings. But working with crystal energy, keeping crystals in your pocket, meditating with crystals can really help whatever deficiencies you have. So say you have a throat chakra deficiency and you really don't like speaking up for yourself because you are a Capricorn and you like to keep your thoughts and feelings to yourself. But you might be being disrespected in the workplace. Maybe you need to get a lapis lazuli or an aquamarine or some sort of stone that's associated with the throat chakra and carry it around with you, or sleep with it and just absorb its energy so that you're able to actually access or clear the blockage. You carry a hematite. I know a lot of people that swear by hematite. I still have not acquired one. I actually sell crystals myself. I got like rose quartz, aquamarine, smoky quartz, clear quartz, amethyst. I got all types of shit, but I got to get my hands on some hematite. But yeah, the crystals can help clear those blockages for you. So like I said, if you know you have some sort of deficiency or a childhood issue or something that you need to get over, I feel like it has something to do with combativeness. Capricorns are not the fighters of the zodiac. They ain't no hoe, but they tend to fight a little more sneakily. Like they tend to like to undercut people and even fight with a pen, or, you know, they'll sue the shit out of you before they put their hands on you. That's all I'm saying. And so a lot of times they have issues with defending themselves. That could be the solar plexus chakra, or even the heart chakra, or even the throat chakra. If you feel like you have that sort of issue, maybe research some stones, check out a local, you know, retailer that sells stones or something like that. Yeah, hematite is great for grounding. I've heard it's great for abundance too, like attraction as well, and creating security for yourself. But yeah, find somewhere to get some stones from. Like I said, I have stones. I'm actually selling them on my website, or you can email me if you'd like to talk about what the pricing looks like and everything. It's pretty affordable, but anyway, that's not what this is about. You can always work with crystals to help affect your energy and change your vibration. You can also listen to healing tones. YouTube has thousands of videos that you can even sleep with. Some of the videos go on for like 8 hours, 9 hours, 16 hours, and you can literally put it on and just sleep through it and do healing sound energy. Or even like affirmations. You can find affirmations on YouTube with other people saying, you are worthy. You are great. You are capable. You know what I'm saying? And you listen to that for 8 hours, you're going to wake up feeling like motherfucking Superman, okay? So there's all types of ways to hone in your energy and to figure out how you can strengthen your internal system so that you can fight whatever the world throws at you. But I got confidence in you, Capricorn. Y'all ain't no hoes. Y'all far from it. So I appreciate you guys. Yes, the solfeggio and the binaural beats. That's what I was trying to tell the last people child, I'm sleepy. Sagittarius, the binaural beats. Yeah, those are the ones that, yeah, really affect a lot of people. I've heard a lot of reviews on people using those. And solfeggio, that's what I meditate to that. That's the healing frequency right there. But as always, I appreciate you guys so much for coming through to the room with me tonight. If you can check out your sun, moon, and rising videos, that'll give you a more accurate snapshot of the energies you'll be dealing with for October. If you know any other people with sun, moon, or rising in Capricorn, or shit, anybody else that's just interested in astrology and tarot readings, direct them to my channel. Let them know where I'm at and how to get in contact with me, because you know what? I do this shit for free to help you guys. I want you guys to, you know, be able to use my videos as a resource, an energetic resource and everything like that. And I love that you've shown up tonight to connect with me. I'm so grateful. If you'd like a personal reading, like I mentioned before, you can email me at Nell, one of those. Thank you, Alexa. I'm so glad you got something from it. If you're more interested in just me as a person, I do music. I have a website, Nell Nicole, it's actually nellnicole.com, where you can see what's going on with me musically. When can I do yours? Jacoby, we gotta set something up. We literally gotta like get together low key, because we live very close. Like, this is ridiculous. But yeah, you can check out my website, see what's going on with me musically. I have a high vibe shop on there where I'm selling readings. I think I'm gonna do autumn special though, like I might drop for some discounts, so be on the lookout for that, as well as connect with me on social media. Like, I'm always on Instagram, I'm always on Twitter. I'm on Twitter every single day. So if you guys okay baby, I'll talk to you later. But yeah, if you guys want to hit me up on Twitter and like let me know what you want to talk about next in your videos, new little stuff that you want me to introduce to the videos, subjects you want to talk about. Like, I think I want to talk about the Venus retrograde that's getting ready to happen on the 5th or the 6th of this month, because I feel like that's going to be a really big one for us. Venus talks about, like I said, relationships, relating to each other. It rules over Libra and Taurus, but we're in Libra season, so it's very, very pertinent to the time we're in right now. I feel like that'll be a helpful video for y'all. But if y'all want to see some other stuff, I'm open to that as well. I will be uploading this video and then coming right back to do Aquarius. So if you know any Aquarius, sun, moon, or risings, let them know. I'm going to be in the room. I'm going to be live. They can come ask questions and just talk with me and be a part of this, this whole experience. So again, thank you guys for joining me. I will see you in the next video.